Hard Mark Podcast.
Shrimp on the barbie. Shrimp on the barbie. Do you respect that? That's corruption. I could make a fake snake. You do not pee in the pool. You do not pee on the barbie. All of myself is clean.
Welcome to the Hard Mark Podcast, everybody. Rumpus Time is back. My name is Eric Donaldson. The purpose of Rumpus Time is to explore the mind of the weird and wonderful star of our program. He is the artist formerly known as the man of 54,097 compliments, the EVP of Soul Skiing Development, the maitre d' of Matt Drama, the Tampa Bay Topsider, the living painting, the talent, the reptilian with the really reclusive rod, Flying Ryan Murphy.
I just skip the whole intro now, and then I wait for the last piece just to see whatever we're adding on, you know?
I'm not certain, as I was thinking about this as I was saying all the things, I'm not even sure that a lot of these even, are applicable to you anymore.
I think some of them are so, they're so, embedded in what we've done that you have to, you know.
Yeah, I can't not say them, but, it's been over a year since you were the man of 54,097 compliments.
But it's an important part of my life still. Right? I'm still working on that. So.
Well, you have to talk to people in real life to get compliments.
Right.
That's usually
I'm working on that too.
And soul skiing, you live in Colorado. Have you been skiing one time since you've lived in Colorado?
Vail's very expensive, Eric. All right.
That's the answer I thought I was going to get.
So easy.
Also,
and March is apparently their best snow month.
March is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Washington, that's not the case, but apparently March is the shit out here, for snow. It's supposed to be really good. So
you're going snowing or skiing or snowboarding then, is what you're telling me.
I don't have any gear yet.
Okay, got it. Did your skates make it with you to Colorado?
Yeah, both pairs did. Yep.
Both pairs?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay, so come springtime, maybe we'll hear about you skiing or skating down the boulevard.
Yeah, okay. I think so.
All right. Well, I can't wait to hear more.
Yeah, good fresh heels. Everything's good to go with them.
I do. In my heart, Ryan, I don't want to antagonize you. I don't want to be a dick.
No, and that's even before the show, I could tell that was the case.
But so this is fine. The time that we agreed on is fine. I'm saying that right now. I hold no ill will towards you. However, we had agreed on a time which was 3 or actually just 2:00 your time originally.
Yeah.
And then you texted me a couple hours before, which again I appreciate the heads up, saying, "Hey, I got a late start. Can we bump it out an hour?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's totally fine." And then because I didn't have anything going on either way anyway, and so whatever. But I started thinking about it afterwards, and I was even talking to Heather about it, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck he's doing that he needs to bump it out an hour. What? You wake up and then what? What did you do today?
Okay, not a lot, but I did. So I was out last night and I came back.
What were you out doing?
I was with my parents.
Oh, okay. How far? Yeah, it's what, an hour or so, hour and a half
drive. Yeah.
Okay,
so we had some drinks and on my way back, and then I don't know. I was just tired. I went to bed, played with the cat, and then went to bed, and I woke up at 6, 7. Didn't feel that well, so I took some ibuprofen.
Okay.
Went back to sleep until I thought I slept until 4. It felt like I got another 10 hours. It was kind of amazing, but it was only 11, But I was that's a little later than I usually like to wake up. So I feel usually I wake up at around 8. Uh-huh. So I feel I lost 3 hours there, So I like to lounge, at first. And then also I was very hungry when I woke up, and I was I really want Subway.
Just okay. I'm sorry. Well, I'm not sorry, but this is at 11.
Yeah.
And we had planned on podcasting at 2:00 your time. So there was still 3 hours that you had to go get Subway.
Okay. Yes, you're right with what you said.
Okay.
But I did go get Subway pretty close to when I woke up. I went and got Subway.
Yeah.
I was satisfied with it.
Yeah. You said a prayer for the $5 foot long.
I want to make don't order their churros. That was the worst thing I've ever got. It's horrible.
I'm surprised that you don't strike me as a big I'm going to get a sweet with my meal.
I needed one this morning. I got 2 drinks. I got my foot-long Subway sandwich, and then I needed something sweet. So, but it was horrible, and I don't even know how much I paid for it. The whole thing was like $25. It's crazy.
Wait, you had a $25 Subway order?
I bought 2 vitamin waters because I was really thirsty.
Okay.
And then I bought that foot-long sandwich. I did buy one of those small bags of barbecue chips, whatever they have, and then that churro for $25.
Interesting.
Yeah. So the rest of it was fine, but the churro was so underwhelming and disappointing. So just don't buy it. It's not worth it.
Did you hear that Subway really? I don't know if this is national or what the deal is. A foot-long cookie.
They had a picture of it there.
Oh, so you could have ordered a foot long. I mean, that probably would have been accessible.
Yeah. I mean, the guy had no cookies out. He looked like he was fucking pissed to serve me. But yeah, they had a poster of it, that foot long cookie up. Yeah.
Okay, so you could have made that dream come true.
That cookie, their cookies are not bad. That cookie probably would have been good.
I had, and this may mean nothing to you, which is fine. I at one point in time, I vividly remember this. I was at a brewery in Woodinville with a bunch of my friends, and one of my friends in particular, because we had just come from Redmond. A bunch of my friends. Oh, I know how you love. I know you love Redmond. That was a sound of he a little bit of pre just came out when I mentioned Redmond to Ryan.
A little Redmond.
A little pre for Redmond from Ryan. So my friend picked up some cookies from Cow Chip. Cow Chip is a great cookie. Up until I was introduced to the Maui cookie, my favorite cookie of all time is Cow Chip, and even post Maui Cookie Lady, Cow Chip's very, very high. It's like a 1A, 1B type of situation in my brain.
And you're very fond of the Maui cookie, so that's
and I love the Maui cookie, but I think that my favorite Maui cookie just barely edges out the Cow Chip, but it's real close. But I remember a friend of mine picked up a bunch of different cookies from the Cow Chip and brought them to this brewery. And this girl that he was seeing at the time, took a bite out of one of them or a couple or whatever. And she was like, not as good as Subway cookies. And I was so incensed. And I didn't even have a reference point for Subway cookies. I don't even think I ever even had one at that point in time. And I remember having one after that just to am I the asshole? Am I just so ignorant about this? And it was fine, but it wasn't. It was no Cow Chip.
Yeah, I think they're fine cookies. They're not bad. I think they're better than McDonald's cookies or whatever. But they're not they're not a superior cookie. Don't get me wrong.
I forgot that McDonald's had cookies until you just mentioned that.
Yeah, they're hit or miss. They're really hit or miss. Sometimes they're really just hard.
Holy
Sometimes
shit.
they're too soft. Yeah, no.
I forgot that McDonald's had, because they have, back in the day anyway, I can't say now, back in the day, they used to have chocolate chip cookies that were really hard. They were biscuit cookies, essentially.
I hate that.
And then I think they also had graham cracker cookies that were shaped after the different McDonald Land characters. You've unlocked this entire memory in my brain that I had
can't
purged.
believe I did that with something so basic.
For 30 years, I have not had any thoughts about these, because I used to get those. I guess I used to get those in addition to the Happy Meal. But yeah, I remember I typically would go for the chocolate chip cookies, and I enjoyed them just fine, but they were almost borderline not even a cookie. It was just a hard biscuit with chocolate in it.
It's and you still get that. I would say 50% of the time that's what you get when you get at McDonald's. And then the other times they're not bad. They're actually not bad. They're kind of got that soft but it's hit or miss. They're not great. I think Subway is above McDonald's cookies, but
that's fair. Yeah, that's a low bar they stole the cookie show, but it was petty theft, Ryan.
I mean, I think for anyone, if you take a fine cookie and there's a cookie shop, something even Crumble, right? A big shop,
sure.
Someone who does cookies specifically, and you say not as good as casually,
yeah,
that's a kind of a dick move, and you're really not thinking about it,
Well, she was, she didn't like me. So, that tells her everything you need to know about this person. But, anyway, I did some follow-up from our last Rumpus time.
Okay.
Space camp, sir.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you said okay. All right.
Normally, I don't do this except for one specific part of not even this program, but I think it warrants. Bear with me for a second. You've won a trip to Space Camp.
Sick.
Yeah, pretty good. First bit of information. I had assumed because NASA is based out of Houston, I had assumed that Space Camp is also based out of Houston.
Fair assumption, I think. Yeah.
It's not. It is based out of Huntsville, Alabama.
Alabama.
Huntsville, Alabama.
That's the least likely I would trust the people of Alabama least likely to fly to space.
Man, yeah, no, now that you put it that way, yeah, like which state is least likely to have any tie to a space program whatsoever? Alabama's that's probably number one.
They're not it.
They're not it. I mean, Kentucky would maybe be in the conversation, but Alabama's probably your number one pick for that. But that's where Space Camp apparently is and has been all this time. I did confirm because there were two things last time we talked that I insisted that they needed to have to make it worth my while as someone joining in that little charade that they call a space camp. I wanted an anti-gravity room, so like to experience true weightlessness in like a room type setting where I can like bounce off walls. Can
I ask something really quick
Yeah.
when you say that? Does that even exist?
I mean,
on Earth? On the ground of Earth? Does that even exist?
On the ground of Earth? I mean, I don't know. Let me Google this. Let's see.
Yeah. Might be a bold
it
ask.
does. I can answer this. I can answer your question in one element. It almost certainly does not exist in Huntsville, Alabama.
Yeah, you're right. Like,
let's see here. Do anti-gravity chambers exist? That's actually the number one thing. Okay, so the generative AI says no.
Okay.
But there is NASA's zero gravity facility investigates weightlessness, 5-stage vacuum pumping process to reduce the pressure in the chamber to 0.05 torr. I don't know what that means. This reduces the aerodynamic drag on the freely falling experiment vehicle to less than 0.00001 G. Okay, so I guess no. The answer is no, but there's a zero gravity research facility, which, I mean, these numbers mean nothing to me, but it sounds like it's relatively close. But no anti-gravity room.
Yeah, like that, like for, like the general public to go.
Yeah, for sure, no. And I didn't even look closer into the anti-gravity thing, but I feel like that's probably a science guy thing.
Yeah.
I can't just walk in like the Spam Museum and be like, "Hey, give me one ticket to the anti-gravity room."
Go to space camp, you want one.
That's the experience you want. And also, no astronaut food. At least not that I was able to ascertain. It did not appear they serve you astronaut food from a tube at any point.
Oh God, that would be like the hardest part about being an astronaut. I'm very picky. I don't like creamy stuff.
That's right. Yeah, it would be an entirely cream-based diet. I
yeah, I don't know if I could do the rest of the stuff for sure, but like the diet might be a little off-putting.
That would be tough. So those are the things that do not exist at Space Camp. The things that you do is you get inside that ball cage thing. The spinner, yes. You do that. Apparently you build model rockets at an immersive summer camp consisting of tours, simulations, experiments, projects, and other activities revolving around NASA, its history, manned spaceflight, and outer space in general.
So do they house you there?
I don't think they house you there. No, I think it's like you just go there for however many hours and then you leave at the end of the thing.
See, I'd rather go to like fat camp,
Wait, hold
on. Jesus.
Hold on. Okay, do you sleep at space camp? Let me verify. So you'd rather go to fat camp. You're just talking about a general summer camp, but you're specifically talking about fat camp.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather go to fat camp than space camp at this point. Like,
I can't. Hold on. Family. Oh, you can. Okay, hold on. Here we go. This is, again, thank you, Google Generative AI. Yes, you can spend the night at Space Camp. They offer family camp, which includes lodging in the Space Camp habitat on Friday and Saturday nights. Campers are placed in 7-person rooms or bay rooms, which can accommodate an entire group. Yes.
I'm sorry, go ahead. If there's more importance to finish there.
But yeah, parents would be also staying there. It's a 6-day program. It costs $1,899 and includes 5 nights on-site accommodation.
Okay. All right. I have 2 questions.
Okay.
So, like the first one, I was going to ask, the cost, but you answered for that. But secondly, if you're going to space camp in Alabama, right? Let's say I'm from Seattle. Where am I supposed to just buy my own hotel on top of paying for space camp that my parents come to all summer because they work?
I mean, you're talking about Nickelodeon, how they organize this whole thing.
Well, it sounds like this is a space camp for kids.
Sure. Yeah. Well, I'm sure Mark Summers is there as your chaperone.
Who's that?
What the fuck, Ryan? God damn it. Mark Summers, the host of Double Dare, as well as Super Sloppy Double Dare, as well as What Would You Do? And how is that made, or how it gets made? The show about things that are made.
Okay, Eric, I get it.
Mark Summers.
I get it. Sorry.
Yeah, but no, I'm assuming you're talking about the prize that was offered to children who would, because you yourself called in at one point in time, right?
Right. No, I'm not. That's a question too. Sure, I guess. But my question is this is a space camp. It's a space camp, Eric. It's a space camp. You're forgetting the second part of it. All right. You covered the space part. It's a camp too. Doesn't sound like there's much camping going on during this.
Well, I think it's 90% space, 10% camp.
Okay. Well, that's what it sounds like. Yeah.
Yeah. It's space in all caps and then camp and
fly out to Alabama every weekend. For the whole summer. Yeah.
There is, however, a low gravity simulation to make it seem like you're walking on the moon.
And how's that done?
Huh?
How's that done?
Fuck it. What? Man, I don't know how it's fucking done. I just know it exists.
Okay. I think you should just, never mind.
What?
We talk, there's no low gravity thing, there's no but you just go to a swimming pool, you want to experience low gravity. Walk around,
Just go to your local YMCA where lifeguards like Ryan Murphy are there to help protect you. Space camp, low gravity room. That's gravity. Oh, here, there's a video. There's a 10. Okay, simulate a 1/6 gravity simulator where you can ride along the surface of, quote, the moon. Oh, it also has a 0G wall simulator that creates the experience of moving around in a zero gravity environment.
What about that thing at the fair, right? That spins around so fast that you can climb the walls.
You talking about the Gravitron?
Gravitron, yeah.
We've already figured out how 0Gs work, idiot. It's the Gravitron.
There's actually pretty cool.
There's videos for all these things. So if you're really kind of curious, I think you can find this stuff.
I'll do my own research.
Yeah, please, as everyone should. But that's Space Camp. So I think, I don't know, I was pretty down on Space Camp when we talked about it before. I think the model rockets thing would be dumb, and I would have hated it as a kid. But there's certain elements of it where maybe I would have appreciated it.
If you're into space, I would have rather gone to the Xenon Space Camp. Win the prize thing, whatever that was. That I don't need the whole summer. Give me a week there while I'm camping.
Yeah, exactly. A true camping experience. Half fat camp, half space camp.
There you go.
Aren't they trying to make you lose weight at fat camp? I'm pretty sure they are.
What's that movie? Heavyweights? That looked like a great time.
Looked like a real hoot. Hoot.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on. Before we rank our ranking for the episode, before we get into the science, I think we've done this once before, maybe multiple times. Jeopardy, the popular TV game show Jeopardy.
Yeah.
Yet again had a wrestling-related theme, wrestling-related series of questions, and so I jotted them down, and I thought it might be fun to ask you those questions, Ryan.
I hate this. We've done it several times. I hate Jeopardy on this.
I think you will get at least half. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I think you'll get at least 3 out of 5. I suspect. I myself, for the record, just putting it out there, there was one that I missed. Now, granted, I think that there's some terminology items that probably played a factor into that, but I missed one of them. So, just so we're, full disclosure. Are you ready for Jeopardy 80s wrestling questions?
Do I have a choice? Let me ask you that.
Of not doing it?
Yeah.
You do not. That is not a choice that you have.
That's not a choice. That's
you can choose your point value of question if you'd like, or we can just go in order.
All right.
We'll just go in order. That's fine. Okay. Would you rather start at the hardest one first and then work your way to the easiest, or vice versa?
Vice versa.
Okay. The 200-point question here, Ryan, and I'll just say, I think a lot of these you will know. I know that you feel down, but I feel like we've talked about a good chunk of these. Okay. In 1987, a reported 93,173 filled Michigan's Silverdome to see the third holding of this, quote, crazed, unquote, event. And so the crazed part is a little hint as to what the answer would be.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let me rephrase the question.
Okay, all right.
In 1987, this big-ass wrestling show, the biggest wrestling show in the world happened in the Silverdome. What was it? And this is the third one of these, so it's a yearly show that happens every single year, and it's the biggest one in the entire world, and it's a wrestling show. Did my hint help?
No, not really.
Fucking WrestleMania! God damn it, Ryan. WrestleMania!
Yeah, well, okay.
Okay, well, now I'm not so confident about you getting 3 out of 5. All right, your 400-point question, Ryan. Better get ready, brother. This alliterative WWE legend who flexed, quote, 24-inch pythons played Thunderlips in Rocky 3.
The snake guy.
Are you? Oh, no. Do you know what alliterative means, Ryan? Just say no if you don't know.
I don't know.
Alliterative means it's the same letter. So this person, their first name and their last name start with the same letter. Alliterative.
Alliterative?
Yes.
That's what that means?
Yes, correct. So better get ready. And then this is fucking important, Ryan. Brother. This alliterative.
Hogan?
Yes! For fuck's sakes. God damn it. The fact that you've never seen a Rocky movie also pisses me off.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but you got it. Correct. So that's one. This next one is the one I got wrong. This hold did rock when Rick Nature Boy Flair made Ricky Steamboat sleep like a baby in a classic 1989 match.
The sleeper?
That's what I said. No, apparently it's not a sleeper. It's a cradle, which I don't like a cradle. It's a pinfall type of thing. It's not really a hold, whatever. Anyway, that's the one I also got wrong because I feel
like I should get some credit for,
I morally support your answer.
Thanks.
Here we go. Okay. You have to get this one. You will get this one. I promise you will get this one. This is the 800-point question. Randy Savage went by this nickname, also the first top 40 hit for the Village People in 1978.
Macho Man?
You got it. That is correct. Last one, 1,000-point question. Time to get rowdy. This wrestler, who was from Canada, but had the right ancestry for the getup, hit the ring in a kilt. Time to get rowdy.
Piper?
Yeah. Roddy Piper. You got it.
Yeah.
So there you go. See, you got 3 out of the 5, as I predicted.
You impressed?
I mean, I would have been more impressed had you gotten WrestleMania, but that's.
I was trying to think of the. Yeah. No,
it's a crazed event, right? Okay, so now that we got you in a good mood with asking you trivia, let's go to Ryan Ranks It.
A wave is like a twister.
I don't know. There is something about this ranking. It's an oddball ranking, I admit, but just something about it spoke to me today. I can't say why. It just did. But today, Ryan, for Ryan Ranks It, we are going to be ranking types of cards.
Okay, like collectibles.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
You're on the right track. Yeah.
Okay.
Just get my note together here. Ranking of cards. Okay, so what is the ketchup of cards?
I know what the ketchup of cards is.
Okay, hit me with what the ketchup of cards is.
I mean, I'd have to say the ketchup of cards would be. Let me make sure I'm.
Sure, take your time.
Let me double check my. I know what I'm thinking, but I want to make
run the science on this one, Ryan.
Yeah, let me run through this really quick. I would have to say like football cards, like NFL, like football player, like football cards.
First of all, I disagree.
Oh.
Second of all,
yeah. You love ketchup.
I do. I love ketchup. Oh, so you're saying like a card that you don't like and nobody likes, or something?
Okay. So
ketchup to the masses is the sauce.
Okay, you're right. But the problem is I'm very into cards, so.
I swear that when I came up with this, I had no idea that you were so into cards.
Yeah, no, I was a huge collector of cards.
Okay, so I'm thinking about this more generally, but let's go down that path and let's talk about trading cards in general.
Yeah.
So that'll be the ketchup. The ketchup of trading cards ketchup of cards is trading cards. Thoughts on trading cards?
When you say trading cards, you're talking about like all sports, like all like.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I mean, but that's a whole broken out like subcategory too. Like,
well, what do you mean?
Like baseball cards are like the mustard,
I mean, this analogy is going completely off the rails now. But no, I do think that baseball cards are probably like the biggest form of trading card out there.
Yeah, you can't combine baseball cards with like football cards.
Why do you keep bringing? Nobody I knew at any point in time ever collected football cards for the.
I don't even know if they exist, but I think they do.
I'm sure they did. Every form of trading card exists. Right.
That's what I'm saying. But even basketball cards better. Like I have a collection of basketball cards, but my baseball card collection is insane. Like
I had a handful of baseball cards. I had a shitload of basketball cards that I still have held on to. That Jason Kidd rookie card is just increasing in value by day. Everybody.
Hey, I've got a Paul Pierce jersey card. I basketball cards are fine, but football cards, they exist, but like it's just like. But so you're putting these all in one group though, like
correct?
Okay, so I'm interested. Okay, I guess I got to see what you're. Okay, so like trading cards, like sport, like I mean, that's a just because like baseball cards are included, that'd be number one. I mean, it's my ultimate like form of cards. Now there is some other stuff, but.
What card do you have? A card? Is it the Paul Pierce card that you think it would be your most valuable card?
I have an Ichiro rookie jersey card.
When you keep you keep referencing jersey, is that like meaning that there's a little piece of jersey like included?
There's a little like piece of jersey in the card. Yeah, I have it framed in like a glass, that's probably. But like also like if you get like Chipper Jones, I have like for some reason I love that guy's card. I love Chipper Jones, huge Chipper Jones fan. Okay. Switch hitter. Like play for the Braves, like I love that guy. I watched a lot of TBS back in the day, and so Chipper Jones, and I collected like all of his cards. Those, but I think my most valuable would probably be that Ichiro rookie card for sure. Like I can't think of,
I have a friend who actually I think is probably listening to this right now that has a Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card.
And that's a very valuable card,
I don't know that it is. I think a lot of trading card values.
Well, okay, like at the time, that's your peak card when you're collecting cards,
Sure. I mean, unless you have like a fucking 1950s Lou Gehrig or some shit like that, but yes, sure, like modern day, Griffey.
Ken Jr. though, like I mean, he is maybe known as like the best baseball player of all time, like above like Babe Ruth, above like all of them. Like he was true? Like voted into the. I think he had like one almost unanimously, which never happens.
I don't know enough about baseball to like call your bluff on this, but I don't know that that's true.
I'm confident in my answer
because like he didn't have a great portion of his career in Cincinnati, right?
It wasn't so much like a Cincinnati because you're right, like he did fall off for injury reasons, but also like he was like the most talented baseball player that ever like touched the game,
up. Like at his absolute peak, I think you would probably consider him the best. But like, I don't think, and again, I'm not an expert, but I don't think overall, if you look at like his career stats or longevity or anything, that he'd necessarily be the best.
Not. But just known as like, anyone to touch a baseball bat or a glove or whatever, like just known as the most talented. But you're right, like stats wise, he's probably not.
Okay.
But you know,
Yeah, Griffey rookie card.
I need like a Barry Bonds or a Sammy Sosa corked bat card or something like that. That'd be
corked bat card. I mean, I'm sure you could probably find some of those. So trading cards is number one.
Yeah, you got to start with number. I guess we'll see what happens here. But yeah, if you're including all of them, for sure.
Yeah, no, I am. And I probably the thing that I regret most, because I mean, we all have those childhood possessions that just don't make the bridge, don't bridge that gap into adulthood that, you know, get tossed aside or whatever. I had a fucking legit set of 1980s WWF trading cards that were fucking awesome. And I think I think when I stopped watching wrestling, they just got purged and to make room for basketball cards. And that's one thing I look back and I'm like, man, I loved those cards. I should have never got rid of them.
And the most, like, we would do trades like with them. I'd be like, hey, here's 3 cards for this one card that I really want, you know, like, and you make deals with them. You cut deals with your friends for like card. That was like the most fun shit. Like, you know,
man, see, I didn't know enough people that like would also trade cards to do that with, but that would have been fun.
We used to go to the card shop in Snohomish. They had an actual like card shop, and we'd go there and buy and you have all the like pristine ones. Man, that was like my thing. Like, I loved trading cards.
Man, but you have all of them still.
Yeah, they're downstairs in my parents' basement somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's gonna be hard to knock that off at number one, given your fond memories of this. I have a feeling, but we'll see.
You know, we'll see what happens. But yeah.
So that's a very, you know, some people they collect these trading cards and they look at it as an investment. They look at it somewhat analytically as you know, something to, you know, barter and trade with, etc. Let's go a different direction here now, Ryan, with our ranking of cards. We're going to go a little bit more spiritual. We're going to add to our list, our ranking, tarot cards.
I don't know what a tarot card is.
You don't know what a tarot card is?
What's a tarot card?
Tarot card. I'm sure you've driven by, in fact, in Bothell. Well, not that you're a Bothell kid. I'm a Bothell kid. There used to be like this fortune teller house that was on like Bothell Way or whatever. I remember driving by it we'd be in the bus and we'd always pass it. But anyway, like if you go to like a fortune teller or anything like that, a lot of times they are going to use these cards that are called tarot cards. And so tarot cards themselves have different like things on them. In fact, let me just Google it. Tarot cards.
I know what you're talking. Yeah, like
but it's a pack of playing cards, and the idea is they like shuffle them up, and then when they're telling your fortune, they will pull these tarot cards out and be like, "Oh, we drew the Lovers. That means that there's probably going to be something good that's happening to you soon, like in your love life. Oh, here's the Devil. You're probably going to die soon. Like, yeah, like they'll be able to tell supposedly what's happening in your future based on these tarot cards that they're drawing."
So, and this is just, they're not collectibles.
No. These are not collectible cards. These other cards that we're ranking are not collectible cards.
Really?
No, we're ranking cards. So collectible trading cards are its own thing.
All right. Okay, we might have to discuss this, but like,
well, it's my show.
I've never gotten a reading.
I never have either, but I would do it for the record.
Well, how much would you pay for it?
For a reading?
Yeah.
I want to say $20 is the amount that's springing to mind. I might go a little bit higher. I might go as high as 30, but I feel like 20 is the sweet spot for me. Okay. How much would you pay for a reading?
I mean, I can't say like I've ever like sought one out, so I don't. You know, if we were up in Bothell, and we were at the bars, you know, and then like we walked by this shop, and I'm like, okay, and then you were there, and you're like, yeah, let's do. I'd be like, okay, I'll pay $20. Aside from that, though, I can't see myself in one.
No, it was for sure for men like us, proud Lutheran 65-inch TV men. I think it would be a night at the bars, walking by, seeing it's open, because they're always open late night hours, because
that makes sense. That's good business.
And they're always operating out of like somebody's house as well. Yeah. But yeah, no, like that's how that would go for sure. But yeah, psychics. It's a thing that psychics use.
And let me ask one more question. So, like, do they, when they're doing it, I know they like read your palm and stuff, and they like in the movie they have that little globe thing or whatever, and they're like, but like, do they all do the card thing too? Is that like part of the process?
I think it's pretty common.
Most likely, yeah. Okay.
I was actually as mentioned earlier, I have a bachelor party coming up, and I was trying to see like, I wonder if there's going to be any psychics in that general area, and so I'm looking up this person just in the Cleellum region. They're on Yelp. They read that they perform psychic readings, tarot, and energy healing certification courses, quantum healing sessions, and more.
Quantum healing sessions.
I can't tell you what a lot of those things are, but I know tarot cards are shuffle the deck, you pull the cards out. This is supposedly, a glimpse into your future.
Well, I mean, I don't want to be a hater, so I'll put this number 4 to start, and we'll see if it gets worse. But
it's a little haterish.
So yeah, I don't want to be a total dick.
Proud Lutheran boy hates his pagan rituals. Apparently, okay. We'll move on. So Ryan, not a big spirituality guy, which I could have told you that. But let's go another route. Let's go greeting cards.
Greeting cards.
Happy birthday. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy anniversary.
I mean, I think like I always like struggle with which card to pick out, but they're kind of fun because like they have so many options,
Sure, you can either go like the super cheap route or you can get like the papyrus.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of like those. Like I do think sometimes they're kind of funny, you get like kind of a funny one.
Yeah.
I will tell you with like one thing I hate the most fucking greeting cards is like when you pass around a card at like work and it's like, oh, like this person's doing like this or it's their birthday and like, please sign it and write something. I'm like, God damn it. Like, it's like, I know this person, so it's like, I should write something. I should just sign my name and say happy birthday,
Yes.
Like I remember I had to write Debbie one time. I said something like yada yada, like hope this is funny or something. Like I don't know, like it's something like that because it's Debbie, and I'm like, hopefully she didn't read it because it's fucking stupid. Like, but I hate that about greeting cards because it's so much pressure on me.
That might actually be the best thing about working remotely fully is that like because those things still get passed around when like someone's leaving or whatever, but. Like the programs they use now, you can just like say happy birthday and then put in like a GIF and then you're fine. Like you don't have to think of anything cute or funny or anything like that to say.
In the office, it's getting passed around. Everyone's like, and they're like secret. They're trying to avoid the person whose birthday it is. So you got to you got to kind of shuffle it to the next person without them seeing it. Like,
and then of course you're reading what everyone else wrote to be like, okay, like how do I just not be the shittiest thing that is written in here?
This is good. I got to like compete with this, I don't want to look stupid. Like.
Yes.
But no, I it's always nice to get one too. I like a good happy birthday card or whatever. So I would, I mean, right now I think I'd put them number 2 because like the diversity of them, like what you can do with them. But like there's parts of it that I hate, and it could move down.
Sure.
So it's a love-hate relationship with those cards.
I do like that there's greeting card. I like that I have the option when it comes to greeting cards of like having the ones where they open and then it plays like music or whatever. I'm not saying that those are good for all scenarios, but I like having that option.
And like I said, sometimes you can find like a really funny card,
Yeah, something with like a
the
butt
thing
crack.
on the front. They write the thing on the front, and you open it up and read the joke, and it's like, oh, that's funny. Like,
how can you hate that? I do think that they are a little overpriced, but what isn't at the grocery store these days, right?
Well, we used to have. Remember, we had that like Hallmark store, like back in the day at Wave, like right, yeah.
Yeah, I used to get my hair cut at the Weldon Barber down there.
Oh, you did? Okay, yeah. I used to get the best.
I was a lead.
I used to get. Just noting that little. I love that little walk down. First of all, Einstein Bros was really good. I used to get this thing when I was training, and then also QFC made the best goddamn sandwiches. They stacked my meat like so fucking high, like. I'll never forget, Have you
been to that QFC since the whole remodel thing?
Yeah, I went there once. Yeah.
I went there once, and I was like, I don't think that my net worth is high enough to be shopping.
Yeah. That place is crazy now.
It was a little wild. Okay, so we got greeting cards at 1, or excuse me, trading cards at 1, greeting card at 2, and then a little space tarot at 4. So we'll see how the top 5 here rounds out. Let's move along to So I think this will be a good one. I think, how could you hate this one? Playing cards, Ryan.
I was wondering if you're going to do playing cards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a huge poker fan. I play poker a lot, so.
Wait, do you? Is that true?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No.
What do you mean? When was the last time you played poker?
No, shit. Probably not.
Play poker all the time.
When I lived in bed, I put my I used to play the table game. So I play cards all the time, like up in Red Rock and Summerlin. And if I go to Vegas, I do gamble.
You're a poker guy, though.
Pretty good,
I hear craps is the game to play, but not that it's a, playing card.
I know this fact is well known, but it always blows my mind. It's the fact that no deck has ever been shuffled the same order twice, ever. There's just not a possibility on this earth. The odds are so minuscule that could ever happen.
What do you mean?
You can shuffle a deck forever in the history of the world. The decks have been shuffled. No.
You know what's always funny to me is when I hear you say something and I know that's going to be the quote at the end of the episode.
Okay, well, you quote me. Yeah, that's fine. I'm telling a story here. Forever in the time that cards have existed and you've shuffled a deck, right?
Yeah. Huh?
No deck has ever been in the same order.
I mean,
it is statistically impossible. I'm going to give you a brief thing really, really quick since I thought you would know this. It's a pretty common fact, but it just blows my mind. They say
is this how you treat people when you're on dates with them? They're like, I thought I'm pretty common. Everyone knows this.
This is not why I'm so single, Eric.
You're mansplaining to me how fucking playing cards work.
No, there's this thing, and I'm doing it really. You can look it up and they'll explain it better. But essentially, it's you could shuffle a deck every second for a billion years, and then walk around the earth and drop a drop of water into the ocean, and then repeat that until the oceans are filled, and then do it 10 more times until the earth reaches the moon, and you would never get the same deck.
So your point is saying you're not okay, because the way I originally interpreted it, and maybe this is how you were meaning it, I don't know. You're saying that no deck of cards that has ever been shuffled has been shuffled the same way as any other deck ever in the history of cards.
Yes, statistically, yes.
I don't know that I agree with that. I think that's bullshit.
Isn't that fucking nuts?
Well, I don't believe it, so it's not nuts.
It's called I think it's called 52 factorial, I believe is what it's called. We would have to be around for billions more years for one time. Look, when you have some time, look up a video. Just look up 52 factorial with cards, and you'll see it, and it's fucking fascinating. But it always is it's a thing that I heard, and I'm I thought it was super common, everyone had heard this, but it's crazy. So that's it's a thing.
Let's see. I'm going on Reddit. Explain like I'm 5. Let's see here. 52.
5.
Taking one step every billion years. I don't know. I still say it's bullshit. I bet the same deck has happened twice in a row. Or not in a row. I'm saying the same deck has happened twice at some point over 1,000 years.
Eric, I'm just giving you the
some people are shitty shufflers. Some people are bad at shuffling, and I bet that they've just half-assed it.
It doesn't. I don't think it. Well, I mean, I guess if you were just splitting the deck, sure, but yeah, I think it probably takes into consideration a good shuffle. Sure,
then fuck that then.
Are you a terrible shuffler? I'm a great shuffler. I do a little.
I'm not a good shuffler. And I'll be the judge of your shuffling for the mat.
Hey, when I come back next time, shuffle deck cards, show you, that this is impossible.
Please do.
But aside from that,
aside from that weird ass fucking tangent that apparently Ryan decided he wanted to lord over me as if it was some piece of common knowledge.
This is interesting stuff, I'm not.
I didn't find it that interesting. My penis actually went inside of my body. I was so bored. But anyway,
bullshit, Eric. That's because you don't believe it for some fucking reason.
I'll prove it right now, Ryan. But playing cards. So you've got the element of just gambling, which, obviously playing cards play a big factor into that. There's plenty of drinking games that revolve around playing cards. There's been plenty of times where I've just, passed the time with, my wife or my grandma or whoever, just, hanging out, playing cards, because, that's, something to do.
Card houses.
Cart. Yes, exactly. Cart houses for sure. I feel like there's an element of this that I'd thought about, but I've since lost. But no, playing cards are, and again, of all these things, I would have to assume that they've been around the longest. I'm sure that the first playing card predates the first greeting card or tarot card, if I had to guess.
The original video game,
The original video. Nintendo originally made playing cards. I don't think it was like the type of playing cards that you imagine, nowadays, the westernized ones, but I think that they were like Japanese playing cards.
Playing cards have to be, they could totally, you probably put them number one. I don't.
There's also, hold on, really quick.
Yeah.
There's also erotic playing cards.
That
you can do anything you want to with the card, and then you can have the old, Jack, Queen, King, like with their weird squiggly line drawings, or you can have erotic cards with naked ladies on them.
Oh, I see. Okay, I was like, I thought it was okay. Nice, yeah. Yeah. I think it has to be the case that this has to be the number one.
Okay, above trading cards.
I think it has to go. Like it sucks, but if you're being fair in your,
if you're doing the science,
it's got to be number one.
Okay, all right. So let's see here. Let me adjust this. So we only got one left. So we'll see if we'll get a new number one, or how all this will play out here. The last, and I don't know how you're going to feel about this. We'll see. Battling cards.
So, like, are you talking about like Pokemon and Magic cards and stuff like that?
You got it.
Yeah, I was hoping these would make the list. I wasn't sure if you're going to include them in trading cards because you can trade them. Yeah, okay.
Sure. Yeah, there's a trading element, but no, I mean the whole purpose of this is battling. Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Good. No, I was also, just as much as I was into my like baseball, I was a huge Pokemon. I think I have all the evolutions of the cards, and like you have your holographic cards.
Where did you drop off? Because I'm assuming you're talking about like the original 151 Pokemon. You didn't make the jump to gold and silver. Okay, got it. Just had to clarify.
But I was just so into them back in the day. Like me and I remember we got into like a fight about Pokemon. I was like so jealous of like my friend's collection. I was like I didn't have any, so I was like, Pokemon's so dumb. Like, why are you like? And then I got some cards, and I like finally built up my stack, and I'm like, yeah, let's
fucking battle. No, were you guys battling for cards? Like, would you take cards from each other or no?
No, I did play like the actual card game. I didn't find it like that fun. I was more into like the video game. Like, I love the Pokemon like Game Boy games.
Yeah.
But what we did do is we collected and traded them,
Okay, sure.
So that was like the most fun part, and then just like building up your thing, and like some of them are pretty rare, and like like you get a pack, like they were so much fun. Like what do I have? I have playing cards and then trading cards 1 and 2, right?
Correct. Yes.
It's gotta be in there. Shoot. This is tough because Pokemon had such a scene,
It did. And we haven't even scratched the surface of Magic the Gathering.
So I played Magic for a little with my neighbor, and like I was like, this is dumb, and then I started playing, and I was like, oh shit, this guy, and that was where I battled. That's where I actually played the game.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was actually a lot of fun. I didn't really collect them, but I would play it, and I had a lot of fun with Magic. They're some cool cards, and so I
remember my only memory, like, I never played Magic. I never played any card battling games, actually. But
did you collect at all? Pokemon at all? Or were you?
No, I was too old to collect
you were
Pokemon.
Probably a little bit out of it, yeah.
I did like the video game. Like my little sister, they were too, like, there was like the bosses would be too hard for her, so she'd be like, hey Eric, like play, and like I never played RPGs ever, and so I was like, I'm not going to be any good at it. And then like I played a little bit of the gym battle thing, and I was like, oh shit, this is actually pretty fun.
And the music would come on, and like
yeah.
I would be under, like, I'd have to go to bed, and I'd have my little flashlight, I'd be like under the bed, like playing. Like, I have to beat the boss, like, oh my! And then you finally beat the game, and it's just like I played all like red, yellow.
I had
Blue.
yellow. That was the first, because my sister, in retrospect, I don't remember if she had red or blue. I should have just gotten the other one, but then I was like, oh shit, I can get Pikachu to just follow behind me? Of course I'm going to get yellow. Pikachu can learn surf? Fuck yes.
Little Raichu action when they evolve, like, oh my god.
Oh, I never evolved my Pikachu, because then he doesn't follow you anymore.
I was a huge Raichu fan as a battler, like a lot more, like, you know.
I'm sure he was stronger, but it's like I can't lose my little buddy.
But great games, yeah. No, but
this has nothing to do with card battling.
The cards. Who
was your like main Pokemon or your squad in that original version?
I mean, so you have like usually you have your fire, earth, and you know, water, right?
Sure,
so,
yeah.
Like, I think I used to go. I think I was mostly like a Squirtle.
Okay.
Involved in the War Turtle, I believe.
And then Blastoise, of course.
Or
yes.
Blastoise.
Well, it was. You're correct though. It was Squirtle. We sound like a couple of pussy hounds right now. Squirtle, then War Turtle, then Blastoise.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I loved I was a big water guy. I loved Gyarados, you know?
Oh, sure. Yeah. He was tough to get, but yes.
Yeah. Because he starts out as Magikarp. He's like this floppy fish, and you have to evolve this floppy fish that can't do shit. Like, yeah, no, I mean, that's probably like, but I also love like Alakazam, like the psychic, like, you know, like, oh man, god damn it, just bring it back. That card was also sick, the Alakazam, like holographic card. Oh my god, that was like, so I mean, shoot, this is tough. I think they had, but baseball cards were my shit. Like I was I think for me, and I think I have to put it 3, but it's very, very tough decision to not even put it 1 or 2. Like that, sure. It hurts my soul to do that. But like, I was so into baseball at the time. I knew like everything. So like, I think I got to be real to me.
Yeah, no, you got to be real to you.
But Pokemon cards or the shit. It's a sad number 3. I wish I could put them higher. I just don't think I can. I just don't think it fits.
The only memory I have of any battling cards was my friend Tony. This used to be a thing in like 5th grade. I don't know why. I've never been to Victoria, Canada since then, but we went on a field trip on the Victoria Clipper to Victoria, Canada. And I remember all the kids got like seasick because the seas were so choppy that day. And I remember we were all just like guzzling ginger ale and stuff like that. But like my friend Tony brought his Magic the Gathering cards on the boat, and then because everyone got seasick, I think he was also seasick, and then he left his cards, his whole collection, on the boat. And so that's my only memory of Magic the Gathering.
Did you stay, or did you just left them? No one ever found them.
No, I think that they were gone.
That's a bummer.
I'm sure some teenager who was working the deck just found him and scooped him up and made a pretty penny off of him or something. So, all right. So our final list, everybody, of ranking of cards, which actually that for something that I wasn't really sure how the conversation was going to go, we got a lot of mileage out of this.
Yeah. That's good. That's a good pick.
Number 1, playing cards. 2, trading cards. 3, battle. 4, greeting. And 5, tarot. But, maybe one of these days when Ryan and I hit up a psychic, maybe that tarot card will get some of the respect that it so rightfully deserves.
It could. There's potential.
A lot of potential. So let's get into the final bit of Rumpus time. We're going to ask the talent.
Ask the talent.
Some hot takes as the weather begins to warm up a bit. Just a bit. Not a ton. Just a bit. We're going to ask the talent notable events in wrestling history, Ryan. The Attitude Era.
Yeah.
We know a little bit about that. So bring it back. Bring back the Attitude Era, everybody. Boundaries were pushed. Characters were introduced that would never have flown in the 1980s. And so with that, Ryan, let's talk about Val Venus, the wrestling porn star. Val Venus, spelled Venis. He was introduced in a series of videos featuring Jenna Jameson. obviously this is like cable television, so you can't show a ton, but like it was clear it was like Jenna Jameson. They were like, mostly undressed, but just, like Austin Powers style stuff covering up their bits, etc. So Val Venus's, his feuds with other wrestlers would usually revolve around making advances towards their wives, girlfriends, or sisters. And then you can see how matches would then evolve from that event. In one such occurrence, Val crossed paths with a group of Japanese wrestlers collectively known as Kaientai. Kaientai were managed by a man known as Yamaguchi-san. On an episode of Monday Night Raw, while Kaientai were wrestling in the ring, a video played on the video screen showing Val Venus showering with a new co-star. When the shower curtain was pulled back, it was revealed to be Yamaguchi-san's wife. Enraged, the following week, Yamaguchi-san brought his wife into the ring, and he was determined to punish her for humiliating him by hitting her with a swatting stick, like a paddle that he would use to spank her. He was going to humiliate her in the middle of the ring for it.
Okay.
But luckily for us all, Val Venus ran in to make the save, and Yamaguchi-san's plans were thwarted. Of course, this only pushed the jilted husband further off the deep end. So that brings us to what we're going to be taking a look at today. The big Valboski is scheduled for a match, but Yamaguchi-san is about to make, a pretty serious threat. So let's go ahead, Ryan. We will watch this little incident, and then we'll skip ahead.
I choppy your pee-pee.
Hold on. You're getting ahead of me. Okay, all right. Go ahead and hit play whenever you're ready.
All right.
Okay.
What's that?
What's that?
Looks like Val Venus in the shower, maybe? Oh, I don't know if I want to see it. Well, good grief. That's Yamaguchi-san's wife. What the?
If you want to hang out at Disneyland all you want, that's damn well okay. But if you want the ride of a lifetime, hop aboard the Big Valboski. Listen! Kaientai's gonna challenge you next week! Val Venus, listen! After we win that match, I'll give you a big surprise to you!
What is he talking about? Well, that's a pretty subtle message.
Choppy, your pee-pee!
That's not so subtle. Choppy, my... You heard him. I think he's going to try to pull a Lorena Bobbitt on Val Venus. Well, apparently Kaientai...
Okay, all right. Okay, that's only a portion of it, but let's pause here. Thoughts on what we've seen so far?
I see. This is where I wish I was watching this. Like at my buddies that were 8 years old, we would have died. We would have just died. You would have
been showing up to second grade and then threatening to choppy other kids' pee-pees.
It would have been the funniest thing in the entire world. It's still funny, but it would have been out of control.
But any thoughts on Val Venus, the porn star wrestler character at this point?
I mean, I thought he played it really well. He comes out in a towel, right after the shower with his, hey.
Yeah, saxophone heavy theme song. I don't know if you saw much of his video that plays when he comes out, but it's got a lot of, innuendo of oil shooting up and like a screwdriver going down and stuff like that. Yeah, a lot of, and trains entering.
You just don't see this anymore,
You really don't. God bless the Attitude Era. So that was, as we saw, the bit where, you could see Val Venus in the shower with Yamaguchi-san's wife. We saw the save that Val Venus made, and then we saw the threat that Yamaguchi-san made towards Val Venus. Well, we're going to fast forward a bit, so we're going to actually jump to the end of the next episode of Raw where there was an altercation between Kai and Tai and Val Venus. So I'm going to send you that clip now.
Kai and Tai and Val Venus, where are they going with this man? Val Venus is a human being. He's been treated like an animal. Don't do that. Stop that. And Kai and Tai dragging Val Venus into a room. And wait a minute, King. That's a chopping block. What are they going to do here?
Get back!
Watch it. He's got a sword. You don't think he would. You don't.
Oh my god. Okay, yes. This is wrestling to its T.
Okay.
Good stuff.
So that was a pretty brief climax, if you will, to it. But yeah, basically what we saw Kai and Tai beating Val Venus up backstage. The cameraman gets kind of threatened by Yamaguchi-san's katana sword. So then you see a bunch of guys trying to break down the door, and when they do, we see a bare-ass, although it is censored, a bare-assed Val Venus tied up, and then Yamaguchi's ready to go to town with his katana sword. And so that's more or less. There was a third part to this, but I don't think we necessarily need to see it. We can talk about it though, of kind of the aftermath of what took place, in the week following. Yeah. So I mean. Yeah, we'll just talk about it. So basically, Val Venus comes out. I think he may have been on crutches. I'm not sure. And he had a friend with him. And this reference is it's slightly before your time, although you may have heard about it in passing. Val Venus was accompanied to the ring by John Wayne Bobbitt. Does that name mean anything to you?
Mm.
There was a very famous story from the 90s around this guy, John Wayne Bobbitt, who he had his penis cut off by his wife.
It happened.
This is real. Yes, his penis. I think he was like cheating on her or like abusing her, and so she cut his penis off while she was sleeping. While he was sleeping,
he came out with him.
Yes, and so John Wayne Bobbitt was like a very, very minor celebrity, but anytime you heard the word Bobbitt, you immediately thought of a guy getting his penis chopped off. And so, yes, on Monday Night Raw, he came out with John Wayne Bobbitt, and like he was clearly distraught, and then he announced that he was still fully intact because he luckily had a case of shrinkage at the moment that Yamaguchi-san brought the sword down.
He wasn't rock hard in that situation.
He was not. No, despite all of his training in his previous profession, he managed to have a bout of shrinkage, which saved the day. So that is the infamous choppy your PP incident.
This is a little off topic. Did his wife go to prison?
John Wayne Bobbitt's wife? Yeah. I think she did. I think there was a pretty notable trial. I think recently there's been like documentaries about it where it turned out he was super abusive to her. So like it. Well,
maybe he should be in prison too, but they should both be in prison. Yeah. Jesus fucking
I think
Christ.
She's out now, but yes, I think she did serve time. But no, they found his penis. They found it. Yes.
Did they attach it?
I don't know if they reattached it or not, but they did find it. She threw it. I think she was in the car. Like after she did it, she like got in the car, drove off, and then like threw it into like a bush or something. Like
and
they did end up finding it.
I bet they could reattach a penis.
I think they could. Now, granted, this is probably like next day that they got around to it.
You have to give it like probably like with a finger they can reattach. Like so. But it might be. I don't know.
Yeah,
I would. If that happened to me, I'd ask them to try,
politely. But yeah, so that is choppy your pee-pee. That's that. So what grade are we giving choppy your pee-pee?
I mean, I love this stuff. There's like a little part of me that's like still like 8 years old, like just watching like, like kind of fucked up shit, like, or the fucked up at the time, like, I'm like,
sure.
This, I probably would have been a huge wrestling fan had I saw this at 8 years old. I'd been like, this is nuts. This is nuts.
Yeah.
This is very good. I enjoyed the watch, the storyline. The 44-second video that we just watched was like perfect, It was like tied up.
If only all these matches could be 44 seconds long.
Okay. So
Professor Ryan's going to give it a grade here.
mean, I really like this kind of stuff, you know.
I knew
really
that you would, as fucking dumb as this shit is, but I knew this would be right up your fucking alley.
Yeah, like, I'd probably give it go like an A-, you know?
Okay. For the record, John Stossel getting slapped in the face last week or last episode got an A- as well. Just
okay. All right. Well, they're getting better. You know.
Yeah, we are. We were kind of.
There's always room to grow, but
I'm surprised this didn't get an A+.
Table, you know, but
what kept this from being an A+ in your mind?
Well, I don't want to. It's hard to give something an A+ unless I'm floored. You know, I was. If I'm, but there's always got to be room to for better, you know. So it's tough to give something, even an A. I think that, but this is very good. This is when you think about wrestling, this is kind of shit that
this is what you think about.
Yeah,
guys getting their dicks chopped off.
It was like dick chopped off. Plus, if you look at the way he walked in, it was like a wrestling match too. You know, it was it had all the components of a.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So yeah, it was good watch.
Man, we'll probably never get an A+ at this rate, but we'll see what we can do. But that
is it. A top choppy your PP.
I gotta take a look at the list that I've put together. We'll see. I don't know if there is going to be topping choppy your PP, but you never know. You never know. We'll have to find something else that will appeal to 8-year-old Ryan. But if you are not hard, get hard, everybody. Once you get hard, stay hard. That is all, folks. Thank you very much for checking out Rumpus Time. We will be back next week with some wrestle talk. So tune in for that. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it.
This is a space camp. It's a space camp, Eric. It's a space camp. You're forgetting the second part of it, all right? You covered the space part. It's a camp, too.